Up, y'all, it is Mary
and Emma,
and today Mykelti is revealing some new details about how the show negatively impacted her family, you all, and this was quite some interesting tea. But we're going to go ahead and get into it, you all. Mykelti was reading what was
Becoming Sister Wives, right. And she did mention that someone asked the question, how did the show impact the family? And she did say that the family became more guarded. She talked about some of the positive things. They became more unified, right? There were camping trips for the family. There was a lot of patience, kindness, forgiveness being shown. All of that, which is great. She said, however, the family did become more guarded.
Which
right?
is understandable.
That's true. That is understandable. She did say also that the family was quick to anger. And she attributed that to the couch sessions that they will have, like when you have to sit down with your family, and I guess you get comfortable and you start talking about, you're talking so fast and you start talking about things that really bother you about people. I think that's how Cody got himself into the problem of talking about the bride wedding dress. That he saw.
No, but I think with the couch stuff, I think what could make them quick to anger is them talking badly about somebody and then that person seeing it and then feeling like lied to about it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Then I also feel like the reason why they might be angry is just like, sometimes if you are like on TV or whatever, something like that, and you don't want to be viewed in a certain way, but say like Robin's your mom, right?
Right.
And one day she is basically bossing you around or whatever, or telling you what not to do or whatever the case may be. And you get like usually you don't mind it because it's just you and home, but you now have a camera there and you don't want to look like a little kid. Yeah. So maybe you
or she like reveals it, because remember it was the wives and the Cody sitting there.
Right.
So then now she reveals it, like maybe something that happened at home.
Yeah. And
now everybody knows.
And then also your classmates. Oh my God, what if your classmates are watching you on TV and they're watching the show and they come and they tell you something and they're like, oh, I didn't know your sibling didn't like you or your sibling didn't do this or whatever. So I can see why they will be angry about that.
And then the other thing too that Janelle made, you gave the children's point of view, right? But Janelle also was saying that from the wife's point of view, she said before the couch sessions, she did not really know what was going on between Cody and whatever wife. Yeah. She's not privy to that information. Now she is, and she doesn't know. She doesn't want to be privy to that information. Well, she likes to keep her stuff private.
She's a lady in the streets, but
no, she wants to keep her stuff private. Okay,
right? Classic.
We must be civilized. At all points, at all costs, we must be civilized. So she wants to keep herself private. So I can see why.
She was feeling that way. But I mean, but also I can see with Mary, I can totally see Mary being like wanting to watch the show, see what was going on and stuff, especially when her marriage was on the rocks and stuff.
Yeah, I really, now Mary did say several times that I don't watch the show, like none of us watch the show.
Do you believe that though? I'm sure Mary sneaks
I kind of feel like Mary will watch, and I kind of sort of feel like Cody and Robin will watch.
Robin definitely is watching
because she wants to. She's like a whole data collector person.
Oh yeah, she stays observing and stuff. There's no way in hell Robin's not watching the show. I don't care what nobody says.
So I think she watched the show throughout, like what's going on with the family, what people are saying,
what's going on.
She's
with
aware.
I think also Christine probably watched the show. I can see Christine not taking it personal and just wanting to see what's going on.
I don't think so.
You don't see her watching it?
Christine doesn't like confrontation and she doesn't like drama. No, she's not comfortable with knowing about people's stuff. Remember when Mary wanted to go have this little conversation with her? Like Christine, she's a sweetheart, but she is not very patient with what, like knowing about your issues.
I can kind of see that because,
remember when we got really upset with her when they were in the cul-de-sac?
Yeah.
I felt like she was being so mean to Mary.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
we
then
didn't know why.
Yeah, we didn't know the.
We didn't know the history, honey.
We didn't know the. How come we didn't know the history? We hadn't
we
watched
hadn't
the
read
show.
the book and stuff like that. We were just getting like
We weren't hadn't watched the whole show.
yeah.
And then it was really later on that we started to find out what happened with Mary. I think the whole thing with Mary was kind of put in secrecy with this family.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like we didn't know
They
anything
covered
until
her.
Peyton came out and said something. Then the show was like
on a pause.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of things that they kind of kept.
They really shielded Mary.
They
And for
surely
that,
did. They
and for
surely
that,
did.
I think Mary ought to be grateful. You know what I'm saying?
Probably she is. That's why she kind of keeps, this kumbaya,
Yeah, but
I
I
am going to
remember
be on the positive part because she realizes that,
they covered her.
Yeah. But I can see how, because I said, well, why are they quick to anger? You will think that if you're on the couch and it's kind of like a therapy session, Mykelti said. So things were aired. I am all for stuff being aired out and not being put into secrecy. Like,
Yeah.
I'm all for that. So I think, in a sense, it was good for the family. But I don't know. In another part, too, sometimes everything doesn't have to be said. And it works out anyway.
Yeah.
So sometimes that's also good. I don't think it's everything in a family that needs to be said.
Right.
Like every angry thought, I don't think, because then someone can have this really hurt feeling and hold a grudge, Everybody takes things differently. So what do you guys think? Were the couch sessions good for this family or were they not?
Yeah.
Do you think it's better to air things out or do you think it's better to just not everything needs to be aired out? Anyway,
Yeah, y'all, but we'll see you guys on the next video.
let us know. Bye.